I mean, real estate papa.
How can we differentiate fake honey and the genuine honey?
Well, there are so many ways. Basically, the major.
How can we now produce honey from eucalyptus while still we know that it's bitter?
No, that's a myth. We call that one a myth, my friend. Africa, how can we let our bees stay in Mwena nemumango? Aumanera man. Dzichigadzira zvinhu zvinonaka dzichiisa mumango kana kuti pasi. Unoza Africans. Takatanga zvekuita nyuchi 2013. Yes. Ipo patakatanga kurima buckwheat, because kana uchirima buckwheat haugoni kurima buckwheat usingaite futi beekeeping, because buckwheat provide nectar iri very good for bees. In fact, bees have preferences kana dzichienda kunotora maruva. Dzine maruva dzinoprefer over others, and the buckwheat flowers are high on the priority list yenyuchi, and therefore nyuchi dzinotanga kuenda kunocollecta nectar yebuckwheat. So kana uchirima buckwheat unofanira kunge uine mabeehives. Muri kuona mahives, tine 20 beehives. Wani uri papo. Takauya kurima panapa muna February, right? So but I decided no, since tiri kuisa buckwheat apa, ngatiuye nemabeehives. Mabeehives akauya asina nyuchi aya. Takangosvika mahenga panapa, nyuchi dzakazopindira panapa, right? Saka nyuchi dzane just about 2 months dzirimomo. Ameno kwadzakabva dzinenge kunonge dzakabva mumwena kana mumaguru kana mumango. Ndo chimwe chandoti Africa, how can we let our bees stay in mwena nemumango? Aumanera kumana. Dzichigadzira zvinhu zvinonaka dzichiisa mumango kana kuti pasi. Unoza Africans. Everyone must have a beehive. Udye kauchi. Mungase unozati haya. So you can imagine takaisa 20 hives muna February momo. So out of the 20 tatone 12 dziri colonized.
Okay.
In 1 month. In fact, imwe yacho akoloniza chiswa nhasi mangwana nyuchi dzatopinda. Because nyuchi dziritotsvaga dzitoshaya pekugara. So what you do? So nyuchi idzi tirongodiisa paimba, handiti? Imba iyo dzakutobhadhara rent. Every 3 months dzakutobhadhara rent neuchi. Handikuzona. I mean, real estate kayo yatiri kutoita papa. Wazona. But what is more important ndekuti uchi huri kugadzirwa umo shamwari hunonzi buckwheat honey. It's one of the most expensive types of honey in the world, because buckwheat honey is high in antioxidants. In an analytical chemist, ndototesa kuti antioxidant content yema substances. Buckwheat honey, ndakatesa beebush honey, haina antioxidant zero. But buckwheat honey is so high in antioxidant. That's why it's extremely expensive. 1 kg of buckwheat honey costs around $100 US. It's in the same group as Manuka honey, Australia and New Zealand. It's more expensive than Manuka honey. You see? So honey is named on the basis of the flowers from which bees forage. It's unfortunate that Zimbabweans, zvinhu zvatofana kunge tichiziva hatizivi. Zvinhu zvatofana kunge tisingazivi ndo zvatiri kuziva. Unoshati, what is the problem? Because maZimbabwean unozati you have people who don't even know kuti akatengeserwa uchi hwefake ka hatozivi.
Yeah, I think you need to explain to us what at times when you think I should.
So uchi ndangotanga ndati ma-Africans, ma-fellow Zimbabweans, uchi hunopiwa zita rekuti nyuchi dzatora kupi maruva. Uchi hamunoziva generally huya hunonzi blend honey, wekuti mangoenda musango mukangonobura uchi mumango kana kuti muguru. Blend honey because nyuchi idzodzo dziri kutora maruva akasiyana siyana dzosanganisa musanganiswa. So it's called blend honey. So kana uchitengesa honey, taurira munhu kuti ndiri kutengesa blend honey. Kana ndiri so nyuchi dzikatora maruva pamuti 1 kana kuti pa type eruva 1 kana kuti like pa buckwheat inonzi yakunzi buckwheat honey. Uchi hwacho hunenge huchitoenderana nemaflowers acho nenature yenectar yemutiwo. So isusu tinotoproduce buckwheat honey, we produce eucalyptus honey, we produce apple honey, we produce bee bush honey, and we also produce then blend honey. So, and how do we do that? Like for buckwheat, how do you restrict bees the forage from buckwheat alone? Well, ukarima buckwheat kusina mamwe maflowers dzinoproduce buckwheat honey only. But I've also noticed kuti ukarima buckwheat even kuine mamwe maflowers, like ikona this flower iri haripreferiwe pane buckwheat. Handikona kuti maflowers aya akati one day, but nyuchi dzese dziri mumunda umu mune buckwheat. So nyuchi dzinotova nemapreferences because pane mamwe maruva asingaite nectar yakanyatsonaka. So you can still produce 100% buckwheat honey whilst there are some flowers. But bee bush honey iri interesting kuti ndiyo yega inoita maruva in winter kuvhumba uko. Saka muwinter muna June, in fact bee bush inototi inonzi Vernonia polyanthes, ikoko wanochiti chimpese pese chinongoita maruva muna June, from actually May, June and part of July chiva chatopera ndiwo ega inenge riri ruva. Saka nyuchi dzinongotora ichocho chete. Saka you can see kuti honey yako inenge iri 100% bee bush honey. Yes.
You mentioned about eucalyptus honey. We used to hear that if you eat honey from gum trees, it's bitter. But how can we now produce honey from eucalyptus while still we know that it's bitter?
No, that's a myth. We call that one a myth, my friend. There's nothing like that. Gum tree, uri poisonous. It's a myth. No one has proved that. It's not true. So eucalyptus is not to produce eucalyptus honey because it ma beehives ariku weto company border Mozambique ne Zimbabwe kuna kuvumba kwaya kune ma gum tree only anoitwa ne company nonzi wato company kune ma beehives edu ikoko. Pane time yekuti dzitongotora maruva gum tree on. It's actually sweet honey. Gum tree honey. Eucalyptus honey. And the way you tasted it. It's there's nothing like bitter honey. How can you have bitter honey? Because the nectar kind of sweet. Carbohydrates.
So what happens sometimes if we realize that our honey is what happens sometimes we realize our honey is bitter?
Because honey mune inonzi royal jelly kana kuti yamunoti mondo iyayai ndo yega yekuti inogona kunge ichitowawa like nyuchi dzikatora from maruva emukonde ayayai inenge chinowawa chacho haisi huchi. Because have you noticed kuti pakombo rehuchi unogona kuona inonzi royal jelly zvinenge zvakaita inonzi mondo yeyellow, so inenge yakaita kunga zvupfupfu. Yes, iyoyo ndo inogona kunge ichiwawa iyoyo dzimwe nguva nyuchi depending nekuti dzatora inenge ichitowawa dzimwe nguva. Kana mukonde, especially mukonde unowawa. Not just mukonde, imwe mingine yakawanda. So nyuchi dzinogona kutora that, but the actual liquid honey is always sweet.
And also, how can we differentiate fake honey and the genuine honey?
Well, there are so many ways. Basically, the major test parameter there in fake honey is in water content. Genuine honey has very little water content as compared to fake honey. Inenge ine too much water. So ukatora matches, ukadipa mu genuine honey ukakwenya, lighter. But ukadipa in fake honey, highlighted.
What do you say?
Ndati ukatora stick matches, ukaidipa mu genuine honey, ukaikwenya kudai inobatira. But mu fake honey haibatiri because mune mvura yakawanda, inobva matches chacho chinobva chapinda mvura. Even ukatora genuine honey ukaiisa papepa haiwete paper, but fake honey inoweta paper. Then ukatora futi genuine honey ukaisa mukapu muglazi remvura, wozaza glazi nemvura, wotora genuine honey drop wongorikanda nepamusoro, rinobva rati charodzika pasi. But fake honey ukaisa inofuta freeze out isina kudzika pasi. So there are so many ways, and people
I think that's the information that needs to be known by everyone.
Yeah, but that's why I have this problem with my fellow Africans. Things that they are supposed to know, they don't, or they don't care about them. Then things that that are useless to know, those are the things they run for. It's unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate. It's very.
Andikona kuti inini ndine principle yandosenzesa even in agriculture yekuti go back to basics. I go back to basics, my friend. Ndikakudza kuti iko zvinezvi ndinokuratidza cassava. Cassava is a starch-based plant. But Zimbabwe inenge ine vanhu vari hungry. But cassava hai ndeyekungochera chitrenji wotodyara stem wosiya wozouya kuzokohwa. But people vanenge vasina kana chekudya. Go back to basics. Mwari akaisa zvinhu zviri so basic. Agriculture is so basic. But we don't know that. Yeah.
On Beehive, I'm seeing this one is
yeah, so you can see yeah, the activity rate is very high. Yeah. Nyuchi, young men.
Yeah.
They are working for me for free. I don't pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're working for me. They're my workers. I don't pay them.
All right.
They pay me for working for me.
They just pay you.
They pay me for working for me.
So how do you construct these ones?
Huh?
You buy mapranga magadzira.
Yeah. Togadzira. So this one is called the Kenyan Toba beehive. We have two types of beehives. We have Langstroth beehives and Kenyan Toba beehives. Of course, we have other traditional beehives, but it's also Kenyan Toba ari cheaper kugadzira, ari easy kugadzira. Saka tinomagadzira and tomagadzira zvakanaka zvekuti kana takumora uchimomo tinowana 20-25 kgs. Dzehani handiona takuratidza uko 20-25 kg dzehani because iri cheaper kugadzira. Langstroth anoti dhurei kugadzira. Tinomagadzira zvakadaro, but we sell them $85 one Langstroth. $85 a piece Langstroth. Rinenge rinenge ne brood box and then super box. Pastorina futi queen excluded. Queen excluded, it's sold separately $12. Yeah. So those ones are for professional beekeeping. Okay, and they are easier to manage. They are easier especially for pollination. If you want to go and pollinate blueberries or to pollinate someone's buckwheat, yes, you can transport those ones, the Langstroth. But this one you can't transport it because poems are not breaker inside. So those are the disadvantages. So this one is cheaper, $40 for a ready to hang. Many people, they end up being beekeeping. They end up being hive keepers rather than beekeepers because they fail to attract bees to their hives. Isusu tine katrick kedu katinosenzesa kuti nyuchi dzinopindzwa dzinoita sei kuti dziattract kupinda mukoko. Ukanzwa vanhu vakawanda ndakatenga mabeehives angu nyuchi hadzisi kumbopinda. You are a hive keeper. You are not a beekeeper.
Okay. So this one is for $40.
Yes, this one. 90mm thick hardwood frame. Okay, even my bars acho. The most important part of a Kenyan Toba beehive is not the shell. Box icho. No, it's the bar. My bar pamusoro ndo ari important. They must, anofana kuva ari properly because ours are machine made and they have a groove per center ekuti nyuchi dzisaita cross combing dzikwanise kuteedza bar rega rega because paunosimudza inenge ine 26 bars pamusoro apo. 26 bars, and so you have 26 combs. So out of the 26 combs you can harvest, maybe say you can just leave say 12, the first 12 combs dzinenge dzine ma brood dzese huchu.
All right.
Yes.
So you manage that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
We are learning. We are learning, guys. I think if you have got some questions, you can send it to Mr. Mugari, but you need to be patient enough. He's a busy man. So if you hit his inbox, if you don't get a reply very fast, don't rush. Just wait. So we are closer to the buckwheat farm. This is the side that we've got some beehives. Then here is buckwheat. So you see, this is very closer to the farm. So it's able to make sure that bees collect nectar from buckwheat. Okay, so let's go. All right. So here I want to test different types of honey. We used to just know that there's honey is honey. That was what we used to know. But now I'm now confused. What they are saying there's eucalyptus honey, there's bee bush honey, there is buckwheat honey, and I want to show you guys. Okay, this one is eucalyptus honey. What meaning? Bees took pollen from gum trees. Then this one, okay, is bee bush, meaning to say the pollen was taken from the plant called the bee bush from Vumba. So this one is a bee bush. So we are going to test it. Then also this one is buckwheat, meaning to say bees took pollen from buckwheat. So I want to start with this one. So I need to test. Okay. Like this. Like this one. Okay. So I want to start with this is eucalyptus. Okay. But people told us that if you eat honey with pollen taken from the eucalyptus, it is bitter. But I want to taste it, guys. Okay. So it's now arranged in order. This is eucalyptus, buckwheat, and this is bee bush. So let me taste here. So this one. So there's a flavor of a gum tree. So let me go for buckwheat. Yeah, buckwheat. And did it? So does buckwheat have a flavor? Let me try again. Does buckwheat have a flavor? Okay. Then this one is bee bush from Vumba.
So this is a mixture now, but although yakati one day buckwheat, but this is blend honey.
This is blend.
Blend. So that's blend.
Yeah. So I'm learning, guys. So uchi watajaira wewe watangoti tikangoti musango tunokonomora uchi wewe. Anzi wewe ngechinzi blend.
Yeah. Blend honey.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe. Let's go, yo. Tiriba wendo famba inenyu you and your mlonak. Hit that subscribe. Don't miss it. Zimbabwe tonda mberi. Town to town kushika kumisha. Diriba wendo uya uone. Hit subscribe to Mr. Lona Teacher Sangana.